because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Packers 7. Jason Myers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go. Check it out. 4 down. Go, 14. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 5-4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flushed out right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
28-yard gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback! I'll go special!
Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Mike, 58, right there. No game on this defense, no game. Switch. Check 37. Run left. 40.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Gun. Run left.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Packers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the back, watch
the back. Here's Carson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that ball, Steve. Hold up. 58, come on, 58. 4 down. Watch the screen. Pass. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 14. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Not today, you are. Not today.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and
now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard Line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the